Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Maddie Duberstein, and I'm with Jordan Advertising in Oklahoma City. Today kicks off our first webinar in a series of 6 that are focused on the topic of marketing your construction company. These webinars are based on an ebook that Star Building Systems released through their blog Insight Warehouse. And today's webinar is going to touch on an overview of marketing in general, but it'll also be touching on traditional marketing as well. We've gone ahead and muted everyone in the room, but please feel free to send questions via the chat feature at any point during the presentation. We will answer as many questions as we can at the end and try to get through them before our time limit is up. So, as I mentioned, I'm with Jordan Advertising, and we have been working with Star Building Systems for quite some time now. We currently manage Star's content marketing program, which includes managing their online blog and their social media channels. Jordan is a full-service advertising, marketing, and communications agency with almost 60 years in the business. Altogether, our team has over 145 years of combined design experience, over 200 years of combined media buying and planning experience, and over 630 years of combined marketing experience. Starting in March, we will also be managing the social media channels for additional brands within the Cornerstone Building Brands family. And we're going to be contributing to blogs to some of the other building brands as well. So we're very excited to extend our working relationship with additional Cornerstone building brands. All right, so let's get started. Here's a look at the agenda of what we're going to discuss today, starting with why marketing and advertising are important, followed by a brief overview of the differences between a marketing strategy and a marketing plan, followed by information about traditional marketing. I'll also be revealing our upcoming webinar topics and the schedule that we have in place for the rest of the year. So marketing and advertising, why do you need them? Well, the short answer is they're going to help you get more clients, customers, and help you get more money in the bank. Marketing and advertising can help your company grow, and strategic marketing is a factor that should be considered for any business plan. And really, in all honesty, marketing and advertising can help your company and brand cut through the noise. So what do I mean when I say cut through the noise? Well, for an example, individuals are exposed to over 5,000 different brands each day. So think about it. When you woke up this morning and you were getting ready, whether you consciously realized it or not, you were being exposed to numerous brands even before getting out of your house. So the toothpaste that you used, the soap that you used, the brand of clothing that you decided to wear today, that brand of cell phone that's probably in your hand right now. We're inundated with brands at all times throughout the day. And once you leave the house, forget it. There are so many different things we're exposed to, from radio ads to billboards to different vehicles on the road, bumper stickers, business signage, you name it, it's out there, you're exposed to it. Another thing that's interesting is that it only takes 5 to 7 impressions before a brand is remembered by an individual. We also retain 10% of what we hear 3 days later, and if paired with a relevant visual, we retain 65% of what we've heard. Being exposed to various brands and information isn't slowing down anytime soon. And in fact, 90% of the data in the world today has been created within the last 2 years. If people are being exposed to all of this information at all hours of the day, how is your company, your brand, your expertise within your industry supposed to catch your customers' attention and break through that noise? Well, marketing and advertising. It's one of the most important things a business can do. Not only does marketing build brand awareness, but it can also increase sales, grow your business, and engage customers. There are 6 key reasons that really explain why marketing is important. It informs. On a base level, marketing is useful for customer education. Sure, you know the ins and outs of your company, you know your services, you know your products, but do your consumers? In order to buy into a brand or buy into a product, your audience really needs to have a solid understanding of what it does and how it works. Marketing equalizes. There are varying degrees of expense for modern marketing. While we're going to focus on traditional marketing today, social media platforms and email campaigns have made reaching out to consumers much more financially friendly. Modern consumers value experience over pricing, so having the ability to interact one-on-one could push customers in your direction over bigger brands. It sustains, so bear with me here. Marketing, think of marketing like food instead of medicine. That's weird, I know, but marketing is meant to sustain a company's presence, not remedy a lack of engagement. It allows businesses to maintain long-lasting and ever-present relationships with their audiences. It's not a one-time fix. It's an ongoing strategy that helps businesses flourish. Customer engagement is at the heart of any successful business. Marketing solves the question of how to keep a conversation going after your customer has walked out the door or hung up the phone or left your website. Your audience wants to form a relationship with your brand, and marketing can help you do that. Marketing helps sell your products or services. The bottom line of any business is to make money, right? Well, marketing is an effective option to help reach those goals. Yes, and you need to have a good product and service to begin with, but if people don't know about your offerings, how can you be expected to generate sales? How do you build brand awareness about your company? And how do you break through that noise again and reach your target audiences? Without marketing, it makes things a little more difficult to reach those goals. And finally, marketing is a strategy that can ensure the growth of your business. While you want to focus on your current customers, marketing efforts, when done the right way, can help you expand your customer and audience base. It allows you to secure your business's future through new and old customer engagement. So how does this translate into the construction industry? Well, in 2019, the Construction Marketing Association conducted a national survey among industry professionals to get a pulse on their marketing plans. Of the respondents, 94% of construction firms plan to increase their marketing spend. This number has steadily increased throughout the past years within this survey. Marketing is important, it provides results, but as I'm sure some of you are aware, in the building industry, strategic marketing hasn't always been popular or utilized in the ways that it can and should be incorporated. Historically, not in just construction alone, but in many industries, word of mouth was the king of marketing methods. And it makes sense that this was the preferred way for builders. Referrals are huge in the building industry. Deals are built on trust, handshakes, eye contact, and a smile. They are built on relationships. The building industry is steeped in tradition, and up until now, word of mouth and face-to-face interactions have been enough to fill the marketing gap. But things have changed. With today's online, digitally driven world, word of mouth marketing is not enough. Customers want to be engaged outside the store. They want to be engaged beyond company hours. They want, again, that experience with your company. And another reason why word of mouth isn't enough anymore is that it's untraceable, immeasurable, and outside your control. Let's say you've been relying on your reputation and word of mouth to grow your business, and your business has been steady. Well, that's fantastic. But do you know how many people learned about your company last month, or this week, or even this morning? Do you know specifically who was talking about you and what was being said? Now, granted, with online reviews these days, people can sit behind a keyboard and give you all of their thoughts, whether they're positive or negative. But with online reviews, you can respond to the commenter. You can have a direct interaction with your audience to address whatever the situation may be, which allows you to stay engaged with your audience. With word of mouth, you really have no idea what's truly being said. And more often than not, you won't have the opportunity to respond to what's being said. Your potential clients are your future. You want to be able to reach them, and in order to reach them, your communication should be intentional, well-designed, accessible, and measurable. The construction industry has historically invested more money in marketing when times are good, and slashed it when things tighten up, which seems practical. But go back to what I mentioned about marketing being more like food than medicine. Marketing works best when practiced consistently over time. Being able to strategically market on various platforms will help you be miles ahead of your competition. So, what's really the difference between a marketing strategy and a marketing plan? Well, a marketing strategy refers to a business's overall game plan to reach prospective consumers and turn them into customers. It contains key brand messaging and data on target customer demographics. To simplify it even further, a marketing strategy covers big picture messaging and helps to inform the overall marketing plan. A marketing plan includes the logistics of specific campaigns. It outlines the strategy that will generate you leads and reach your target markets. It also includes how the company will measure the effect of those initiatives. It can and should be adjusted on an ongoing basis based on the findings from the metrics that show which of your marketing efforts are having an impact and which might not be hitting the mark. A marketing plan is going to help determine the appropriate channels for your business, whether that's traditional marketing, digital marketing, or a combination of both to help achieve the results that you want. So, traditional marketing. So what is it? Well, traditional marketing reaches audiences through various offline advertising and promotional methods. It includes the traditional ads that we all encounter on a daily basis. Methods include print, such as newspapers and magazines, radio, television, billboards, and collateral or promotional items, such as t-shirts and trade show giveaways. These marketing channels have been around for a very long time, and they are tried and true and are a great option for brand awareness. Traditional marketing has been popular with building companies. It places your company's brand somewhere public and tangible. There's one thing to keep in mind when considering traditional media tactics. Not all of these tactics may be right for your particular brand and company. While traditional marketing has proven successful, when used in conjunction with a digital marketing plan, you'll really start to see results within your company. This is where your marketing strategy and marketing plan really come into play. You need to do your due diligence to determine which tactic is right for you, your audience, and will help you reach your specific company goals. So now I want to address some of the traditional marketing tactics that are available, starting with print. People are 70% more likely to remember businesses seen in print. When reading a newspaper or magazine, people are investing their time and are much more focused on the content itself. There are less distractions, so utilizing print is a good way to raise awareness of what you do and be remembered. 61% of customers trust advertisements seen in newspapers. Print advertisements help to instill that trust with reputable titles and publications that have shown longevity within communities. Advertising in newspapers makes online advertising 4 times more effective. So the benefits of print advertising can be even more far-reaching when used in conjunction with online advertising. Print advertising will raise awareness and engage customers, but used with other tactics, you can target more people specifically by age, gender, and interest, for example, in order to reach those ideal customers. Radio is one of the most powerful mediums in the United States with a weekly reach of around 90% among adults. It's also more affordable, being less expensive than cable television advertising. Radio allows you to target specific markets based on geographic location. An online radio or streaming radio, while not necessarily considered a traditional marketing channel, is also playing an increasing role, with approximately 57% of the US population listening on a monthly basis. Similar to radio, television, the weekly reach of television is around 90% for adults. Adults spend an average of 3 hours and 35 minutes watching TV per day. And TV advertising revenue is expected to reach $72 billion by 2023. Over 70% of TV viewers use an additional device, such as a tablet or smartphone, while watching TV. You can really capitalize on TV by pairing it with another tactic. Companies can use this to their advantage by encouraging engagement by instructing TV viewers to visit their website or enter an online sweepstakes. TV allows for a captive audience. Even if only for a few seconds, a TV ad puts your product or company in the spotlight. Billboard advertising, also referred to as out-of-home advertising, remains one of the largest outdoor advertising formats in terms of presence. The average American spends nearly 20 hours per week in a car, either as a driver or as a passenger. Some Americans, depending on their commute, spend a greater percentage of their waking hours in a car than they do watching TV, reading, or listening to the radio. 72% of Billboard viewers shop on their way home. 68% of Billboard viewers make shopping decisions while they're actually in the car. And 74% of people who actually visited a business after seeing a billboard made a purchase. And additionally, 66% of smartphone users took some type of action on their device after seeing a billboard. There are different options for billboard displays. I'm sure some of you have seen them. Among the 342,000 billboard displays in the United States, approximately 8.8 thousand were digital boards. Static traditional billboards are up 24/7, giving you that maximum exposure. It's up for the length of time that you purchased the ad space on that board. With digital billboards, they give your advertisement 6 to 8 seconds of exposure time every 64 seconds as images are rotated through. Another bonus of a digital billboard is it can incorporate movement and video, and it can be updated and changed quickly, where a traditional billboard can't be changed quite as quickly. And who doesn't love something for free? Well, promotional items, collateral items, giveaways, no matter what you call them, these items can be used to effectively and quickly spread your information to your target market. Branded t-shirts, for example, are an excellent way for businesses to market their ideas. Take a look around your desk right now. You probably have a promotional item that you've kept, whether it was a pen, a notepad, a water bottle, flash drive, or something similar. Well, 8 in 10 consumers own between 1 and 10 promotional items, and these are typically pretty economical to produce. 53% of consumers use a promo item at least once a week or more, and these things linger around. Really, only 1 in 5 trashes an unwanted promotional product. Advertisements overall can be short-term. Newspapers are eventually going to be recycled. Radio spots are brief. Billboards are going to be changed out with new creative or different ads, but a promotional item seems to have a way of sticking around and provide round-the-clock promotional material for your company. Some additional benefits for traditional marketing include a personal touch. People are more likely to buy things from companies or stores where they feel some connection. This is why some stores still have those weekly brochures and printed advertisements. They want people to take them home, browse them, and decide what they want, and then come back and buy. It allows for public exposure. And believe it or not, some people don't use the internet. Not everyone is on a social media channel. And using traditional marketing tactics can ensure that your customers can find you, learn about your product, and become a supporter no matter how digitally literate they are. Longevity. There are many times when a person sees a digital advertisement and wants to get rid of it, and they do. I mean, how many times have we all clicked out of an advertisement when we're trying to find the content that we're searching for? Traditional methods of marketing allow your business to stay with people in that moment while they're watching, listening, or reading. Greater attention spans. There's no guarantee that someone will click on a link or an online ad to get the full details or find out more information. But when a person is reading a newspaper or magazine or watching TV, for the most part, they're giving it their full attention. An untapped audience. Believe it or not, there are still areas that have poor mobile networks or unreliable internet connections, leaving the only way to engage with people is through traditional media. It provides a sense of credibility. Being online has pros and cons, just like everything else. But one of the disadvantages is the hoax factor. People don't always know if they can trust what they're reading online. People still revert to printed books and published articles for research and information. Magazines and newspapers have that credibility with their audiences. And repeatability. Online advertisements focus heavily on a call to action because they have a limited window in order to convince people to take that particular action. Brands using print or television can create a sense of excitement. They can lead to a buildup. People watching the same programs every day will see the advertisements, as will a person who consistently reads their daily newspaper. Overall, traditional marketing has an important role in capturing your audience's attention and creating a brand presence, but it's also important to note that it will be most successful when combined with a digital online presence as well. Now, there will be pros and cons to whatever marketing plan you create, and there are some drawbacks to traditional marketing. It's not the only way to make your business popular among your target market. With technology continuously growing and enabling businesses to connect with their audiences like never before, there are things to consider with traditional marketing prior to investing in it. One of the biggest limitations is there's little to no interaction between customers and the medium used for traditional marketing. It's really a one-way street where a business can broadcast or provide information to their audience. The opportunities for feedback from your audience are going to be very limited. Once a traditional marketing method has been executed, it cannot be updated. Whether it's a static print ad or a television commercial, a new ad would need to replace the old one with any changes. Traditional marketing doesn't allow for any changes on the fly. Recurring costs for traditional marketing have proven to be a huge investment that may or may not give a good return. TV and print can be very expensive for one ad alone. For instance, if your ad is in the local newspaper, it's only going to be effective if it's seen by your audience on the day it's published. If you want to reach them again, you're going to need to create and run a different ad. It also has limited customization options. Being able to customize your campaign and target a specific group based on industry, age, and interest is more difficult with traditional marketing. You can use it to market to certain segments, but not targeted customers. This is why combining a digital marketing and traditional marketing plan is successful. Using a digital marketing plan allows you to reach targeted customers and tailor your offers and content for them. I mentioned this earlier, but it takes a lot of effort to update traditional marketing mediums. Any errors that go to print or into production are costly to fix, and if your ad runs with those errors, they are out in the world, and which can have a negative impact on your credibility. And when executing a traditional marketing strategy, you want to know how effective it is so you know you're not investing in the wrong direction. Results are not always measured easily and efficiently with traditional marketing mediums. So how do you know if traditional marketing is the right fit for you? Well, you've really got to do your own research. You've got to review your budgets, look at the pros and cons, and really look at the opportunities you would have if you were to combine traditional and digital marketing. You really want to ask yourself these 3 questions. Will the placement reach my desired audience adequately? If you're going to invest time, money, and effort into traditional marketing, make sure that the return on investment you're looking for can be reached and through what mediums. Is the main message clear and to the point? This circles back to the beginning of our presentation. You want your communications to be intentional, well-designed, accessible, and measurable. Will this help me reach our company's goals? If you're not sure what your goals are or should be, take another look at your marketing strategy and your marketing plan. Revisit what you're doing now, look at what you could be doing, and determine what is the right fit for your company, what you're offering, and how you can best reach your target audience. The bottom line is marketing can help you with so much within your company and your industry. Traditional marketing is a good way to get your brand noticed and to build awareness, so it's worth reviewing your options and seeing what's the best fit for your company. We are going to continue these webinars throughout the year, so take a minute here to review our schedule, and I hope you'll plan to join us in April for the webinar about website development, followed by search engine optimization in June, email marketing in August, social media in October, and digital marketing in December. Exact dates for these haven't been set, but check your inboxes and we will let you know as soon as those have been set. And on behalf of Jordan Advertising, Star Building Systems, and Cornerstone Building Brands, thank you for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning.